appreciate it.
All right, what's up, guys? This is Josh from Cardfight Empire here with another top 8 deck profile of our PPG Atlanta event. Mr. Anthony here. He played Oracle Think Tank, right?
Who do you play?
A kind of mix Imperial Daughter build.
Where were you at?
The mix of the old stuff, mix of the new stuff,
you,
right? both top 8. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself further and kind of talk about what he thought about the event.
Ready?
No, we're getting
My name's Anthony Julian. This is my first PPG I did. I usually do ARGs, Bushy Road events and all, but this is my first PPG. It turned out to be smaller than we thought. You know, kind of wish it was a bigger event for more of a bigger turnout. Other than that, though, the round was fun. Playing against new people, meeting new people here. You know, shout out to Jeremy Mitchell though for winning the Yu-Gi-Oh event here, for taking home the trophy back to Jacksonville.
That's a bad card game.
It really is, but, you know. But we did end up playing 5 rounds today, and then cut the top 16. Only top 8 played out. Top 16 got their prize support for topping. Round 1, I ended up playing against Empire himself in the OTT mirror match. It was an interesting match, you know.
This was the first moment I was like, I should have played Grady.
Us just going back and forth.
Deckouts are fun in OTT mirrors.
With us have our builds are the same except for 2 really, and we just argue back and forth about that all day.
Tort in the 12K.
Tort in the 12K. The match was pretty fun though. Game 1, he sacked me. He really did. What? Don't tell me you did. Game 2, it was pretty much
Sacking
even.
in standard? Bruh, that's not a real thing.
Game 2 was pretty much even. In Game 3, he just got his ass whooped.
Not wrong. I don't think I made it to grade 3. I had like 5 grade 3s in my hand.
But played against that. Round 2, played against another OTT mirror. So pretty much mirror matches all damn day. It pretty much went the same way. Round 3, played against Narukami. He sacked the hell out of me because of all of his attacks with Axel.
In OTT terms, double fronts kill you. Bye.
He didn't even see a front.
So I critted you. That's worse, bro. That's irony.
Played 2.
Still irony.
Game 2, I came back and I whipped it right back at him. And then Game 3, it was good. He needed to see a trigger to win, but since he failed, he drove check a 3 into 1. I top decked the Imperial Daughter and rode it and got 2 crits off top of it. So that helped with that match, secure that. Round 4, I played against. Damn. Oh, Angel Feather.
Yeah,
I was at table 1 against Angel Feathers. We won the time, ended up getting a draw, but he got the match because he won Game 1. That's how it was ruled here. And then round 5, played against Royal Paladin. I just went straight into 2-0 on them, you know, because it's force against protect. Protect kind of wins at 9 out of 10. Just for the fact is, we can stop all their big columns, and they have to conceive so much hand to do it, while we can keep our hand and just PG everything, and they still keep resources. And then played in top 8, played a mirror match of OTT again. He got it. That was a clean slate right there. Just knowing the OTT mirror match, whoever goes first and whoever can hold the most PGs pretty much wins that mirror match. That's how it goes. But other than that, let's go start in my profile.
Sweet. Going down.
So we play 8 protects. We'll go flex right here.
Woo!
Only missing 2. Gotta pick them up. Other than that, we're gonna start with the starter, of course, his largest Magus. Before I hear it from half of y'all, because I know someone's got it's not image rare. It's coming in the mail Tuesday. This deck will be all prettied out soon, but standard starter when wrote upon draw card. 3s, we play 2 deer. I've seen people play 3, seen people play 2, some people play none no more. This is just a win condition for the deck during late game, where rather they're lower when you need to knock their hand size down. This is just a standard get 2 crits or just make your board thick as hell trying to finish the game. 4 Amaterasus. Your threes have not really changed with the new support, so you're always going to still play 4 and 4 of the Imperials. I mean, if you really want to take anything out, some people are playing the Magus variant of it with the Pentagonal, but the way I see it, CEO is still going to be better because both Pentagonal and Imperial both require you to ride a grade 3, and they both are bad if you ride them usually as first turn. So I would just keep them as playing 4 and 4. That's for the 3s. For the 2s, 4 Promise Daughters. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't play this. Can't be retired at all. They can choose it. And it baits them to waste an attack on it in case they're trying to get rid of it, because this is a 15k attacker normally every turn as soon as you bring it out. And it makes them waste it so they don't have to drop an extra 5k, 10k guard the next turn. Especially if this is out during the deer turn, it just gets swole. And then people are like, fuck, you know? And the 3 Rectangle Magus. This is new from the trial deck. If don't know what it does, it's Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. When placed on rear guard, look at top 2 card. You put them back on top in any order, and then you draw one of them. And then during your turn, if you drive check a trigger, it'll get extra 5k. This card really helps when you want to draw an extra card or you're really trying to help control your triggers. So it helps you stack the deck pretty much just so you can guarantee at least 1 trigger in case somebody 2 passes you, or in case you want to make something big, you're guaranteed to make 1 thing big so far. Then the card we've been arguing about all day, the 12k. This card actually helped me a lot more than Tort would have, because you can't really keep that 10 cards in hand every turn, and it's situational. Unlike this, you ride it during your grade 2 turn, it stops the rush in the next turn, and then during late game, it's just a 12k beat stick hitting those force numbers by not even hitting a trigger, just by a boost. And then they also, sometimes at 10, rather, like if you're Narcom, you're gonna bind it. But sometimes they just rather swing at it, even though it has no shield, they swing at it just so, oh, I don't want to keep dropping extra guard just because of this 12k. But this card here stops the rush so much, and I like this card. For the 1/4 Circle Magus, standard honestly, your grade 1 ride usually is this. Sometimes you switch it up and go for Conjure Magus because of its ability to rather stack your deck as well and then just draw a free card off largest Magus of whatever you put on top of those 2. But rather these 2 are your main grade 1 ride, depending on what you're going up against. I'd recommend going to this, but honestly, if you only go into this if you're trying to guarantee yourself like a damage draw trigger to get an extra card, or just so your opponent sees you stacking and they try some way to avoid it. I play 4 Gemini. Everybody else is playing the grade 2 and the grade 1s that look at top 5 for grade 3s and stack them. The way I see it, with the way that the trial deck stuff and how everything else in the deck works, you're very counterblast heavy. And if you don't have a way to replenish that, you can't really do much during the late game. And this card helps during that late game to where if they decide to damage starve you and you're at 3, you can just shove this in soul countercharge and you'll have a counterblast rather for your Amaterasu Imperial Daughter or even for your Rectangle Magus for next turn. You know, so and OTT doesn't really have a countercharge in it except this, but I think this card is going to still see play for a while just for how counterblast heavy OTT is going to get probably later on in the future. Then I play 2 Crane. This card is alright. It helps during to give 2 units in the front row 10k whenever I draw a card. Other than that, it's just a 6k booster you can throw behind your Vanguard to make numbers, because you're going to want to call everything else behind rear guards, just for the fact your Vanguards are already going to be big, so there's no point wasting the 8k behind it where you can just throw the 6k and it's still almost the same guard no matter what. And then for zeros, 4 heal, 8 crit, need more of the shinies, and 4 draw of the PG. Standard, I don't recommend the 6/6 like I've seen some people do. It's the fact that you can deck out faster just by drawing, and you really don't see these unless you do it early game. But other than that, I like this build. I like the 12K over Tort because Tort sucks now. The 12K is better. And Empire's going to argue with me all goddamn day about it.
Tort's better.
Never be.
Well, situationally better. I'll
Well,
say.
yeah, if you can keep the 10.
Yeah.
But other than that, this was a decent size tourney. It was a good turnout. Hopefully next one or invitationals we can get bigger people and more, and the meta can actually fluctuate between all the clans versus just OTT being cancer like always. Deleters will suck though, so don't get your hype up for those.
All right, guys, that has been Mr. Anthony Julian with his OTT deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. Oh, my hand's over here. Nice. A thumbs up on the video. Comment down below letting us know what you thought of the video. And shout out to our sponsor, Dabbers Cards and Games. Dab on them, yeah. And then we will see you guys on the next video as we have top 2 finishing out behind our profile list. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.